As peace returned to Orlon, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren continued their efforts to strengthen the unity between Earth and their alien friends. However, whispers reached them of an unsettling issue. A group of hostile rebels refused to accept the alliance. These rebels were determined to disrupt the newfound peace. One afternoon, while Ben was inspecting spacecraft repairs, Ethan hurried over with a worried expression. "Ben, we have trouble," Ethan said urgently. "Rebels have attacked the supply convoy near the outer system. Several crew members are missing." Ben immediately stopped what he was doing. "We need to act fast." Together, they quickly found Lauren, who was already coordinating efforts to address the crisis. She looked up gravely as they approached. "The rebels have taken hostages," she informed them. "They're demanding we end the alliance or they'll harm them." Ben clenched his fists, determination flashing in his eyes. "We can't let that happen." "We have to rescue them," Lauren nodded firmly. "Exactly. But we must be careful. This could easily become dangerous." Preparations began at once. A small but highly skilled team was assembled, including trusted alien allies trained by Ethan and Ben. Lauren coordinated diplomatic channels to maintain calm, while Ethan prepared tactical strategies for the rescue mission. Hours later, the Toro-Eater rescue team departed Orlon. Tension filled the spacecraft as they approached the rebels' known base, hidden in an asteroid field. Ben sat quietly, focusing on their plan, aware of the danger, but determined to save their friends. The base came into sight, a rough structure embedded within an asteroid. Ethan skillfully guided their craft closer, avoiding detection. They docked, silently, quickly moving inside the dim, cramped corridors. "Stay alert," Ethan whispered cautiously, signaling the team to follow. The group moved silently, guided by Ethan's precise directions. Ben's heart pounded, aware of the stakes involved. They soon reached a heavily guarded section, clearly where the hostages were held. "We'll distract them," Ethan instructed softly. "Ben, you free the hostages." Ben nodded determinedly, taking a deep breath. Ethan and the aliens created a careful diversion, drawing guards away. Ben moved quickly, quietly slipping inside the hostage room. Inside, frightened faces turned to Ben, relief evident as they recognized him. Ben reassured them gently, quickly freeing each person and guiding them safely out of the room. "Follow closely," he instructed softly, leading the hostages back toward their spacecraft. Suddenly, an alarm sounded loudly, echoing through the corridors. Rebel guards rushed toward them, weapons drawn. "Run!" Ben shouted urgently, protecting the hostages. As they raced toward safety, Ethan and the rest of the team appeared, swiftly engaging the rebels and covering their retreat. Reaching their ship, Ben quickly ensured all hostages were aboard safely. Ethan and the team followed moments later, fighting bravely as they boarded. "Get use out of here!" Ethan shouted, sealing the doors quickly. Ben piloted the craft skillfully, dodging enemy fire as they swiftly escaped the asteroid field. Cheers erupted on board as the rebels fell behind, unable to follow. Back on Orlon, news of the daring rescue spread rapidly. Friends and allies greeted them warmly, grateful for their courage and successful mission. The hostages thanked Ben, Ethan, and Lauren deeply, their gratitude heartfelt. "You risked everything for us," one hostage said emotionally. "We'll never forget it." Lauren smiled kindly. "We're all friends. Friends help each other." After ensuring the rescue were safe, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren attended an urgent council meeting. Delegates expressed deep concern about the rebel threats. "We cannot allow these rebels to undermine our unity," Lauren spoke calmly. "We must stand firm and united." Delegates nodded earnestly, acknowledging the strength and resolve demonstrated by their human friends. The silver alien spoke solemnly, voicing everyone's feelings. "Once again, your courage has protected us. We pledge our full support. Together, we'll overcome any threat." Days passed quickly, with security measures strengthened and cooperation deepened further. Ben and Ethan worked closely with alien counterparts, improving defenses and ensuring safety. One evening, Lauren approached Ben quietly as he finished repairs on a spacecraft. Her eyes were thoughtful, filled with quiet determination. "We face so much," she said softly. "Yet, we've overcome every challenge because of our friendship and unity." Ben nodded thoughtfully, looking up at the stars above. "We've shown the galaxy that humans can be counted on." Lauren smiled warmly. "Exactly. And we'll continue to stand together, no matter what comes." Ethan joined them, sensing their reflective mood. "The rebels will try again," he warned softly. "But they'll always fail as long as we remain united." "Then we'll stay ready," Ben promised firmly. The three humans stood together quietly, feeling strength in their friendship and unity. They knew challenges remained ahead, but they faced them confidently, sure of their purpose. Around them, alien friends worked diligently, their respect and trust evident. Together, they prepared for any future threat, confident their alliance would always endure. Under the starlit sky, Ben smiled peacefully, feeling immense pride. Their journey had proven humanity's true work, courage, loyalty, and strength. No matter what awaited, they would face it bravely, secure in friendships formed across the galaxy. Back on planet Orlon, the success of their latest mission was warmly celebrated. Ben, Ethan, and Lauren received honors from their alien allies, who praised their bravery, quick thinking, and deep loyalty. Despite the joy, Ben felt aware of the responsibilities that came with these new friendships. Days passed, filled with training sessions, strategy meetings, and constant communication with Earth. Ben found comfort in the familiar routine of teaching and working with aliens eager to learn. Ethan and Lauren also thrived, their contributions respected deeply by their new allies. One evening, while reviewing equipment in the quiet engineering bay, Ben noticed a strange message flashing urgently on a nearby monitor. Curious and concerned, he stepped closer and activated it. A familiar face appeared. It was a high-ranking official from Earth. "Ben, we have urgent news." The official spoke gravely. "Our intelligence detected a massive force moving toward our ally systems. This is bigger than anything we've faced. Your team must be ready." Ben's heart quickened. He thanked the official and immediately called Ethan and Lauren, sharing the worrying news. They met quickly, discussing their response. "We must warn the council immediately," Lauren stated firmly. "Agreed," Ethan said, determination clear on his face. "We can't let them face this alone." Together, they went swiftly to the Silver Alien's quarters. She listened seriously as they explained the threat. Her eyes filled with concern. She quickly called an emergency meeting. Within moments, delegates from every species assembled urgently, anxious about the sudden gathering. Lauren stepped forward calmly, clearly detailing the danger and emphasizing the need for immediate action. "Humans have proven their bravery and strength," she said confidently. "But this battle requires all of us, united as never before." Delegates murmured wordly, yet determination began to show on their faces. The Silver Alien spoke next, her voice strong and decisive. "We will stand together," she declared. "No planet or species will face this alone. We are united." Preparations began. Swiftly, Ben directed teams of engineers to reinforce ships and defenses, his calm manner reassuring those around him. Ethan guided intensive training sessions, pushing alien and human fighters to new levels of readiness. Lauren coordinated diplomatic efforts, ensuring support remained strong. Days later, the combined fleet prepared to meet the approaching threat. Ben stood on the command deck, his heart filled with determination as he observed the unity around him. Alien and human crews worked seamlessly together, focused and ready. The fleet moved swiftly into position, tension heavy in the air. Soon, enemy ships appeared, numerous and threatening. The scale of the enemy force was intimidating, yet Ben stood firmly, believing deeply in their alliance. "We can do this," he encouraged those around him. "Remember, together we're stronger." Battle erupted fiercely. Bright flashes lit space as ships clashed, strategies executed perfectly by crews who had trained tirelessly. Ethan skillfully directed fighters, agile and precise. Lauren maintained critical communications, keeping morale strong and support. Coordinated. Ben guided the fleet, making swift decisions, his clear and steady voice calming nervous crew members. Ships maneuvered smoothly, trusting Ben's judgment, drawing courage from his calm resolve. Hours into the intense fight, Ben saw an allied ship damaged severely, drifting dangerously close to enemy fire. Without hesitation, he commanded their ship forward, shielding the damaged vessel. The action allowed for rescue operations, saving the crew safely. "Thanks, Ben," a grateful alien captain called out, emotionally overcomes. "We owe you our lives," Ben responded calmly, smiling softly. "We're in this together." The fierce battle raged on, but gradually the unity and determination of the Allied forces began to overpower the enemy. One by one, hostile ships retreated or surrendered, morale collapsing in the face of relentless courage and teamwork. When the enemy finally withdrew, cheers of relief and victory erupted throughout the fleet. Humans and aliens alike embraced. Warmly proud and grateful, returning to Orlon, the heroes were greeted joyously, celebrations echoing throughout the planet. Ben felt deep pride and satisfaction as he watched friends celebrating side by side, knowing their alliance had grown even stronger. During the celebrations, the silver alien approached Ben quietly, smiling warmly. "Once again, your courage and unity have saved us," she spoke sincerely. Ben shook his head gently. "We saved each other," he responded warmly. "That's what friendship truly means." She nodded, deeply moved by his words. "Humanity continues to teach us. Your strength and kindness are now legendary." Ben laughed softly. "We're just glad to help." Later, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren stood quietly together, reflecting on their incredible experiences. They felt proud, knowing their actions have forever changed humanity's reputation across the galaxy. "We started as small and underestimated," Ethan said thoughtfully, "but now we're valued friends." Lauren nodded softly. "Our journey is incredible. I can't wait to see what comes next." Ben smiled, feeling peaceful yet ready for whatever future challenges awaited them. They had earned trust, respect, and true friendships, creating an alliance strong enough to protect and support each other forever. "Whatever comes," Ben said confidently, "we face it together. That's what matters most." Standing side by side, the three humans watched stars shining brightly above, symbolizing their bright future ahead, united firmly with friends among the stars. Following the fierce battle, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren were warmly celebrated by both humans and aliens. They felt pride, but also a growing sense of responsibility. The alliance with humanity had quickly become valuable to their new friends in the galaxy. The next morning, they met again at the Repair Conference Center. This time, the hall buzzed with excitement as delegates from different species eagerly discussed the newfound admiration for humans. Ben, Ethan, and Lauren sat quietly, listening as the silver alien speaker addressed the crowd once more. "Our understanding of humans has changed completely," she began warmly. "Their courage and strength have earned our respect. We must now move forward together, united in purpose." Delegates nodded in agreement, their expressions sincere and hopeful. Ethan leaned closer to Ben, whispering softly, "This is incredible." Ben smiled and nodded, feeling deeply honored by the trust placed in them. Soon after, the silver alien called Ben, Ethan, and Lauren forward. They stood confidently, feeling the respectful gaze of many species upon them. "You have proven your worth," she said clearly. "We ask you now to help train others, sharing your unique strengths and skills." Lauren spoke first, her voice calm but firm. "We accept gladly. Humanity stands ready to help our friends." Ben and Ethan echoed her promise, nodding earnestly. Delegates clapped warmly, their trust and appreciation clear. Training sessions began. Immediately, with humans sharing their knowledge and tactics. Ben focused on technology and mechanics, teaching aliens how to operate and maintain powerful Earth machines. His calm and patient manner made him a favorite. Instructor among many species, Lauren worked closely with diplomats and leaders, teaching negotiation and peaceful solutions to conflicts. Her intelligence and kindness won the admiration of many alien delegates who quickly adapted her methods. Ethan guided physical training, teaching tactics and agility that humans used effectively. Aliens were amazed by human endurance and determination, eagerly learning new ways to defend themselves and others. One day, Ben was showing a group of young alien engineers how to repair machinery when he noticed an unusual presence. A young alien stood apart, shy and hesitant. Curious, Ben approached slowly, offering a gentle smile. "Is everything okay?" Ben asked softly. The young alien looked down nervously. "I'm not strong or smart like you. I don't know if I can help anyone." Ben knelt down, meeting the young alien's eyes kindly. "You don't have to be the strongest or smartest," he said gently. "Just being willing to help makes you special. Everyone has something valuable to offer." The young alien smiled shyly, feeling encouraged. Ben guided him back to the group, warmly including him in the lesson. Soon, the young alien worked confidently alongside others, smiling brightly. As weeks passed, human and alien friendships grew stronger. Stories of their combined bravery and unity spread through the galaxy, inspiring many. Earth became known, not only for bravery, but also for friendship and loyalty. One afternoon, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren took a break, walking together around the peaceful grounds near the conference center. They shared reflections on their incredible journey. "Did you ever imagine this?" Ethan asked, laughing softly. "Not in a million years," Ben admitted, smiling. "But I wouldn't trade this experience for anything." Lauren nodded thoughtfully. "We've shown everyone what humans are capable of. But more importantly, we've built real friendships." Just then, an alarm sounded again, breaking their peaceful moment. Immediately alert, they ran back toward the center, worried. Inside, they found chaos. Once more, an urgent distress signal had been received from a nearby planet. "What's happening?" Ben asked quickly, concern in his voice. The silver alien approached swiftly, eyes filled with worry. "Another planet is under attack," she explained hurriedly. "They request our help urgently." "Then we must help them," Lauren declared firmly. Ethan and Ben nodded decisively. Preparations began quickly. Humans and aliens working side by side, efficiently gathering resources and planning their response. Ben supervised the loading of critical machinery and supplies. Ethan coordinated defense strategies, and Lauren ensured diplomatic efforts remained strong. Within hours, a large combined force was ready to leave, humans and aliens united, determined to protect their friends. Before departing, the silver alien approached Ben, Ethan, and Lauren warmly. "You continue to amaze us," she said sincerely. "Your courage and loyalty inspire us deeply." Ben smiled kindly. "We fight together now. No one faces trouble alone." She nodded gratefully, deeply moved by his words. The journey to the threatened planet was swift, filled with determination. Upon arrival, they saw destruction and panic, the situation dire. However, the sight of their arrival brought immediate hope to the frightened inhabitants. Ben quickly organized teams, calmly directing humans and aliens alike. Ethan ensured defensive positions were strong, and Lauren spoke to the leaders, reassuring them and coordinating relief efforts. Their combined response quickly turned the tide of the battle, pushing back the attackers and bringing hope to the desperate planet. Humans and aliens fought side by side, courageously protecting innocent lives. When victory was finally secured, relief and gratitude filled everyone's hearts. The planet's leaders approached humbly, deeply thankful. "You saved Use," they said sincerely. "Your bravery and unity inspire us all." Lauren smiled warmly. "Together we are stronger." As they prepared to return to Orlon, Ben stood quietly, reflecting on their incredible journey. Humanity had proven itself beyond anyone's expectations, showing the galaxy their strength, courage, And Compassion. Ethan joined him, smiling softly. We really did it, he said thoughtfully, then nodded. We showed them what humans truly are. Lauren joined them quietly, her expression content. And now, everyone knows they can count on us. Returning home, Ben, Ethan, and Lauren felt pride and peace. They knew their journey had just begun, but now they faced the future confidently, secure in their strength and unity with new friends across the galaxy. Their actions had spoken clearly, changing forever the way humanity was seen among the stars. After the intense battle with the renegade robots, the humans and aliens worked together to repair the damage caused to the conference center. Ben, Lauren, and Ethan pitched in enthusiastically, eager to help in any way they could. Alien delegates now looked at the humans with respect, appreciating their willingness to help and their surprising strength. Ben spent hours alongside a group of alien engineers, fixing broken equipment and ensuring everything would work correctly. Again, they shared knowledge, learning from each other's methods. Ben enjoyed this cooperation, feeling proud that humanity was finally seen as an equal partner. Ethan and Lauren assisted with the cleanup effort, helping to remove debris and comforting those still shaken by the sudden attack. Many aliens thanked them sincerely, grateful for their bravery and quick thinking. Later that day, a special meeting was called. Delegates from all the species gathered again, now calm but thoughtful. Ben, Ethan, and Lauren took their seats, noticing that this time the aliens paid careful attention to their presence. Nodding respectfully, the graceful silver alien who had opened the conference spoke first. Her voice was clear and gentle, filled with gratitude and respect. Today we face unexpected danger, she began solemnly. Yet, through unity and courage, we overcame it. We owe special gratitude to our human friends. Without their quick thinking and bravery, the losses would have been severe. Many aliens nodded and murmured in agreement, some looking directly at the humans with warm appreciation. One alien stood up, his massive frame towering above the crowd. His voice was deep but kind. We wrongly judge humans as weak because of their size. Today they've shown their strength in ways none of us imagined. Applause filled the hall, heartfelt and genuine. Ben felt warmth rise in his chest, exchanging proud smiles with Ethan and Lauren. To honor our human friends, the silver alien continued, we propose forming a special alliance where humans will play a crucial role in helping defend and support all our worlds. Ben blinked in surprise, looking at Lauren and Ethan, who appeared equally amazed. Lauren stood confidently, accepting the offer graciously. Humanity accepts this honor, she said firmly. We pledge our friendship and support fully. The room erupted into applause again, louder and more enthusiastic. Aliens came forward, shaking hands with the humans, sharing kind words of respect and admiration. Ben found himself smiling broadly, feeling deeply moved by the genuine camaraderie. That evening, a celebration was held, filled with joy and unity. Music played softly as aliens and humans mingled, sharing stories and laughter. Ben sat quietly at a table, watching the scene with happiness. Quite a day, wasn't it? Ethan said, joining him at the table. His eyes sparkled with excitement. Yeah, Ben agreed with a soft laugh. Definitely not what we expected when we arrived. Lauren joined them, looking thoughtful but pleased. We made real friends today, she said. I think this alliance will change everything. As they spoke, several alien children approached shyly, carrying small gifts. They presented handmade tokens of thanks to Ben, Lauren, and Ethan. Ben felt touched, carefully taking a delicate woven bracelet. Thank you for saving us, one child whispered shyly, eyes wide with admiration. You're very welcome, Ben replied. Gently, his heart filled with warmth. The children giggled happily, rushing off to join others, their voices lively and carefree. The humans exchanged soft smiles, feeling deeply satisfied. After the celebration, Ben walked outside alone, gazing up at the unfamiliar stars above Orlon. He breathed in the cool night air, feeling a sense of peace and accomplishment. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" a soft voice said behind him. Ben turned, seeing the silver alien speaker approach gracefully. "It is," Ben agreed warmly. "Very different. From Earth's sky. I must thank you personally," the alien said gently. "Your courage today saved many lives, including my own people." Ben smiled humbly, feeling a little embarrassed. "We just did what was needed," he said simply. She nodded thoughtfully. "Yet your actions were extraordinary. Your people have taught you us an important lesson, not to judge by appearances alone." Ben laughed softly. "We're used to proving ourselves. Humans aren't always taken seriously." "Perhaps now you will be," she responded kindly. "Your role in our alliance will be important. Others will follow your example." Ben felt deeply honored, understanding the significance of her words. Humanity now had a real place among the stars, respected and valued. "We won't disappoint you," he promised earnestly. "I have no doubt," she said warmly. "Good night, Ben Carter. May our friendship grow stronger with each passing day." "Good night," Ben replied softly as she walked away, leaving him in quiet reflection. Returning inside, Ben found Lauren and Ethan deep in friendly conversation with delegates from various worlds. Ethan laughed brightly, and Lauren listened attentively. Her expression pleased and content. Ben joined them, instantly welcomed into the warm circle of friends. Conversations flowed easily, filled with mutual respect and shared goals. "We've come a long way today," Lauren whispered softly to Ben later, her eyes thoughtful. "From being seen as harmless and cute to respected allies." Ben nodded in agreement. "It feels good," he admitted honestly. "Really good." The celebration continued long into the night, strengthening the bonds forged during the day's crisis. Everyone knew challenges still lay ahead, but now they faced them together. Ben, Lauren, and Ethan eventually said their goodbyes, heading to their quarters for much-needed rest. Exhausted but happy, they walked silently, sharing quiet smiles. "Tomorrow begins a new chapter for humanity," Ethan said thoughtfully. "I'm glad we're part of it." Lauren nodded, smiling softly. "So am I." Ben felt contentment deep within, knowing their actions had changed humanity's place in the galaxy forever. They had earned respect, proving themselves more capable than anyone had thought. As he lay down to rest, Ben closed his eyes, already dreaming of the bright future ahead, confident humanity would continue to surprise the galaxy. They had shown strength, courage, and unity, qualities now recognized and valued by all their new friends among the stars. Ben guided the old tank carefully forward, feeling both excitement and nervousness. Ethan and Lauren walked quickly beside the machine, eyes alert and ready to assist. Nearby, aliens stared in astonishment, whispering among themselves, wondering what these small humans planned to do. The robots advanced steadily, metal limbs clanking loudly against the ground. They showed no hesitation, no fear. Security guards were struggling, clearly overwhelmed by the relentless machines. Ben took a deep breath and decided he had to act quickly. "Ethan, Lauren, stand clear," Ben shouted from inside the tank. He adjusted the controls and aimed carefully toward the robots moving closer to the conference building. He pressed a button he thought would fire the main cannon, hoping desperately that it still worked. With a loud boom, the tank fired a powerful blast. A bright flash filled the air, followed by smoke and confusion among the advancing robots. Several fell immediately, sparks flying, metal limbs twitching uselessly. The aliens who had doubted the humans now stared in disbelief. Murmurs spread quickly, filled with surprise and admiration. Ben smiled slightly, feeling pride but staying focused. "Keep them busy," Lauren yelled, spotting a group of alien children trapped behind a fallen piece of wall. "We need to rescue the children." Ethan and Lauren sprinted toward the frightened group, quickly reaching them. Lauren knelt down gently, smiling reassuringly at the small, scared aliens. They stared at her in awe, unsure what to make of the tiny human offering to help them. "Come with us," she said calmly, her voice strong but gentle. "We'll get you somewhere safe." The children hesitated, then nodded quickly. Ethan and Lauren guided them carefully away from danger, helping them hide behind a sturdy structure that offered safety. Meanwhile, Ben saw more robots approaching from another direction. The security forces, bolstered by the human intervention, were fighting bravely but needed further assistance. Ben realized he would have to reposition the tank quickly. As he began moving the tank toward the new threat, he felt a sudden jolt. The tank became stuck, its tracks caught on a piece of heavy debris. Ben struggled with the controls, trying desperately to free the machine, but nothing worked. He was trapped outside. Ethan and Lauren noticed Ben's trouble immediately. "We have to help him," Ethan shouted, running toward the stuck tank. Lauren followed closely behind, determination on her face. Aliens watched anxiously as the two humans reached the tank. Ben appeared from inside, climbing out to meet them, a look of worry on his face. "It's stuck," he explained quickly. "We have to free it or we're finished." Without hesitation, Ben jumped down and began pushing the heavy debris, but it barely moved. Ethan and Lauren joined him, pushing with all their strength. Still, the debris was too heavy. Then Ben noticed something else, a thick metal bar wedged tightly beneath the tank's track. If they could lift the tank slightly, just enough, they could remove the obstruction. It seemed impossible, but Ben refused to give up. "Lauren, Ethan, grab that metal bar," Ben instructed firmly. "I'll try to lift the tank." "Lift the tank?" Ethan repeated in shock, his eyes wide. Ben nodded seriously, determined. "I have to try. It's our only chance." Ethan and Lauren positioned themselves quickly, ready to act. Ben moved to the edge of the tank, gripping it tightly with both hands. He closed his eyes briefly, gathering all his strength and determination. Then, with a mighty effort, Ben lifted. Every muscle in his body strained, pain shooting through him, but he kept pushing. Amazingly, the tank began to move slightly. Ethan and Lauren seized their chance, quickly pulling the metal bar free. "It's clear!" Ethan shouted, relief in his voice. Ben let the tank down carefully, breathing heavily, exhausted. Aliens standing nearby stared, speechless. The small, harmless-looking human had just done the impossible, lifting a tank with his bare hands. "Are you all right?" Lauren asked, concern on her face as she helped Ben up. "I'm fine," Ben replied, breathing deeply. "We need to keep fighting." He climbed back into the tank, Ethan and Lauren resuming positions beside it. With renewed determination, Ben fired again, destroying several more robots and allowing the security forces to regain control. Gradually, the robots retreated, beaten back by the combined strength and bravery of humans and aliens working together. The immediate danger passed, leaving behind a tense but relieved silence. Ben stepped out of the tank again, tired but proud. Around him, aliens now watched with respect, their earlier amusement entirely gone. They had witnessed strength they never expected from humans. An alien, tall and graceful, approached Ben cautiously, offering a polite bow. "We misunderstood your species," the alien admitted humbly. "Your strength and bravery have saved many lives today." Ben smiled kindly, nodding. "We came here to help, to be friends," he said simply, "and we'll always stand with our friends." The alien nodded solemnly, clearly moved by Ben's words. Nearby, Ethan and Lauren were praised by alien delegates and security guards, recognition and gratitude filling the air. Humans had quickly moved from being considered cute to being seen as brave, strong allies. After ensuring everything was secure, the human delegation regrouped. Lauren smiled proudly at Ben and Ethan. "We did good work today," she said confidently. "They won't underestimate us again." Ben nodded thoughtfully, his earlier doubts fading completely. "I think we've changed their minds about humans," he agreed softly. "They understand us now." Together, the small group returned to the conference center, now heroes in the eyes of everyone present. The mood had changed completely. No longer were humans seen as fragile or cute. Now they were respected, admired, and welcomed warmly. Ben felt immense pride, knowing they had truly shown the galaxy what humanity was capable of. Yet he also knew this was just the beginning. Many challenges awaited, but now they faced them. With newfound strength and confidence, knowing their actions had spoken louder than any words. Ben Carter stepped off the shuttle, blinking in the bright sunlight of planet Orlon. He felt slightly nervous, but mostly excited. It was his first time visiting an alien world, and the idea that he was now representing humanity filled him with pride. He glanced around at the massive conference center ahead. Its high walls shimmered like polished glass, reflecting colors Ben had never imagined. Alien beings walked calmly around, some tall, some wide, others with wings or extra limbs. The diversity amazed Ben, but he felt small and fragile compared to them. Quite a sight, isn't it? A voice came from behind him. He turned and saw Lauren Smith smiling at him. Lauren was tall, smart, and always confident. She had been chosen as a diplomat for Earth's delegation. Beside her stood Ethan Brooks, who looked curious and eager. "Yeah," Ben replied softly, his eyes still wide. "It's incredible." They moved together toward the conference entrance, passing groups of aliens chatting in strange languages. Ben noticed some aliens looking at them and whispering, some even smiling. In amusement, Ethan leaned closer. "Why do I get the feeling they're laughing at us?" Ethan whispered. "Probably because we're small and harmless looking," Lauren responded, not bothered. "They probably find us cute." Ben felt uncomfortable at that. Cute was not how he wanted humans to be described. He felt a slight urge to prove them wrong, but quickly pushed the thought away. Inside the Great Hall, the humans were guided to their seats. Ben settled next to Ethan and Lauren. They had a clear view of the stage where representatives from other worlds would speak. Soon, the hall was filled, and the gentle hum of alien voices rose like a soft wave. An elegant alien creature stepped forward to open the conference. Her skin was silver, shimmering under the bright lights. Her voice was smooth and musical as she welcomed everyone to Orlon. "We are pleased to have such diverse species joining us today," she said warmly. "This conference promotes understanding and unity across the galaxy." Speeches began from different species, describing their worlds, cultures, and achievements. Each speaker was impressive, and Ben felt a little nervous when Lauren was called to speak for humanity. Lauren walked confidently to the stage, and Ben watched her carefully, noticing how small she looked compared to the massive speakers who came before. However, Lauren's voice was clear and strong, filled with confidence. "Humans are curious explorers," Lauren said, smiling brightly. "We believe in friendship and collaboration. Our greatest strength is our ability to adapt and innovate, overcoming challenges together." Polite applause followed her speech, but Ben saw some aliens exchanging amused glances again. He frowned slightly. He knew Lauren noticed it too, but chose to ignore it gracefully. During the break, Ben wandered through the crowd, feeling like a tiny fish in a huge ocean. He stopped near a refreshment table, examining the strange-looking snacks. An alien about twice his size moved next to him. It was covered in soft fur, its big eyes gentle and kind. "You humans are quite adorable," the alien said cheerfully. "Small, harmless, delightful creatures. It's surprising you traveled so far." Ben smiled politely but felt his face grow hot. "We may look small, but we're more than that." The alien chuckled warmly. Of course. I meant no offense." Ben nodded, trying to keep his frustration hidden. He moved away, feeling an odd determination growing inside him. Humanity wasn't adorable. They were brave, intelligent, and strong in their way. Yet, here they seemed misunderstood. He found Ethan and Lauren again, speaking quietly with another group of aliens. Lauren saw his troubled expression and raised an eyebrow. "Everything all right?" she asked quietly. Ben hesitated, then sighed. "They keep calling us cute." Like we're just harmless pets or something. Ethan laughed quietly, nodding. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's annoying, isn't it? Lauren looked thoughtful. Maybe they just need time to see our real value. Actions speak louder than words. Ben felt better hearing Lauren's calm voice. Perhaps she was right. They would have chances to show their worth. Suddenly, a loud alarm interrupted everyone's conversations. Red lights flashed along the walls. Confusion spread through the crowd. Aliens looked around nervously. Please remain calm. A voice boomed. From speakers, security breach detected. Follow safety protocols immediately. Ben looked at Lauren and Ethan, their eyes filled with concern. What's going on? Ethan asked urgently. We need to help if we can, Lauren responded decisively. Let's see what's happening. Ben nodded quickly, feeling adrenaline rising in his chest. They moved swiftly toward the exits, where guards were trying to control the panicked crowd. Outside, the peaceful scene had turned chaotic. Renegade robots, shining metal figures, were advancing from the edges of the area. Security guards were struggling to stop them, but the robots moved relentlessly forward. We have to find a way to help, Ben said firmly. Scanning the area, Lauren spotted something nearby, an ancient military exhibit displayed outside the conference hall. It included old weapons and vehicles, including a tank that looked abandoned. And dusty. That, she pointed urgently. Maybe we can use that. Ben and Ethan hurried with her towards the tank, their small group catching the attention of several aliens nearby. What are those tiny creatures doing? One alien asked in surprise. Ben ignored the comment and reached the tank first. It seemed unused for years, but it looked functional. Can we get it started? Ethan asked anxiously. I can try, Ben said, determined. He climbed quickly inside, looking around at old controls and buttons. He remembered reading manuals about Earth machines like this during his engineering training. Outside, Ethan and Lauren worked swiftly, checking the tank's condition. Alien spectators watched curiously, amused by the humans' efforts. Many clearly doubted they could succeed. Ben took a deep breath and pressed a series of buttons he hoped would start the tank. The vehicle rumbled loudly, shaking beneath him. The aliens' amusement turned to surprise. It worked! Ethan shouted, excitement in his voice. Ben smiled triumphantly, gripping the controls tightly. He felt the powerful machine ready to move, ready to defend. Maybe they were small, but humans were anything but harmless. The tank roared to life, and Ben moved it forward carefully. Aliens watched, stunned, as the once cute humans prepared to join the fight. Now Ben knew they would finally show everyone the true power hidden within humanity.